Okay, I think we're at the witching hour. Great to see everybody. Thank you for being on today. Tammy, are you out there in Cyberland?
I am, Chris.
Fantastic. That's a great sign. Well, listen, first and foremost, thank you everyone for joining us today. We appreciate it. Um, We've got a bit of an agenda that we put together, but we have no slide deck today by design. This is really much more designed as a conversation, give everybody an update on what's happening in the business, what's happening with the operation here in Colorado, and just be able to answer a number of your questions and make sure that we're all moving forward together. First and foremost, I want to let you know that the market, well, yeah, I tell you, the market is hot. It's crazy hot. In fact, we did some research, Tammy and I. July was the largest units closed month in the history of our company, which is quite remarkable. Looks like August may be our second busiest month. And so with that, I think I owe all of you an apology because we had no idea we'd see that level of business. And quite frankly, we were bringing people back from furlough. We were trying to get organized, trying to figure out how do we run the company in an environment where we don't have offices. And it was challenging, but I want to say thank you to each one of you for your patience, your support. I know CDAs were taking a long time to get, but a lot of work has happened in the last 30 days. My hope is you're seeing a massive improvement on the back end as far as administrative transactional catch up. We've done a really solid job there. So good news. And listen, quick review of July, just so we can kind of all put it in perspective. Units were actually up 8.5% the month of July. We're still down about 14% for the year in closed units. This is the market in general. Days on market, 26 days, incredible. Average sales price, the month of July, just like skyrocketed by 11.7%. And our inventory, no surprise to any of you on this call, down by 40%. Whoops, Tammy, would you do me a favor and kind of manage our mute alls for folks as they jump on? That'd be great. And so inventory is way low. We're just a hair under 5,000 units at the end of July, which is, those are some really tough numbers to sell in, and we get that. So if you're tired, if you're just overly busy, I get that. Like we're seeing that in many parts of our marketplace. I understand. But also, if you're not, like if you're watching this happen and go, man, my business is not where I want it to be. It's not where I need to have it. Rest assured, we're going to talk about a few things towards the end of this call that I think will give you some really good ideas as to how we're going to support you and getting that business up to where you want it to be. And then also just a quick update on the number of agents we have. It's been an incredible year. Tammy and the leadership team have been very busy showcasing our company to a lot of really great agents around Colorado, but you should know that 216 people have joined our Colorado Cultural Banker team over the last year to date, which is incredible. It's our best start to a year ever. And I think much of that has to do with the fact that many of our tools, many of our systems that we have in place work in a virtual market and can help people become successful. So that's something that I just want to make sure you're aware of. I think as we look at the company, we're in a very healthy position. We're down stretched, but we're also taking this opportunity to be able to look into the future and make some really bold and some really courageous moves, I think, to be able to double down on our support of each one of you on this call. So we'll talk more about that in a moment. But again, it's great to see everybody. I encourage you just to turn on your video camera. Let's go to gallery view, see everybody that's out there. It helps, I know, when you're actually watching someone or listening to someone, hit that little speaker view in the upper right-hand corner. Oh, it's great to see everybody.
Look at all our friends.
This is so much fun.
Welcome back.
Man, we've missed you. Okay, so Tammy, I'm going to turn it over to you in our live in our studios in Castle Rock, Colorado. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much, Chris. And just to piggyback a little bit on what you said about the stats in July, I just received August stats hot off the press. So if you don't mind, Chris, can I share that?
Please do. Absolutely. Fresh info.
Month over month, August 2020 compared to 2019, our listings are up 38% as a company. Our under contracts and open units are up 35%. And our closed units were up over last year 25%. So I get the question, Chris gets the question, how's the company, or is the company doing okay? Well, the company's doing fantastic. We're breaking records, and again, we know everyone's tired, and we're maneuvering a market we've never seen before, or around rules we've never had before. So congratulations to everyone. It's a crazy time, and it doesn't make any logical sense, but you guys are doing it. So thank you so much. I wanted to touch a little bit on Gen Blue. For those of you who don't know, Gen Blue is our famous business conference. In the past, we've been to Miami, we've been to Las Vegas a couple times. This year was slated for New York City. Bummer. It's virtual this year, but next year it's on the books for New York City. So plan ahead. But I wanted to bring up the virtual Gen Blue, which is happening on September 17th. It is kicking off, let me just grab my paper here. The opening session is 12 noon on September 16th. So you don't want to miss that. I'm hearing that we're going to get a peek at the new Global Luxury logo. The general session is always packed with great information, exciting things coming out of New Jersey, out of Realogy. So you don't want to miss the opening session. And then day 2 starts at 10 o'clock our time. There's breakout sessions. Feel free to hop on. I'll send everybody the link, Chris, when we're done here, so you can register for classes. Some really great classes. Some things that I just wanted to bring up on September 17th, noon our time, is a continuation of our Wealth Builder series, and that is with the one and only Dave Ramsey, the 4 Essentials of Business with Dave Ramsey. So you don't want to miss that. That's September 17th, noon our time. And then at 2 o'clock on the 17th, Portraits of What Moves Her, the Power Behind the Pivot. So you don't want to miss that. And then the wrap up, Gen Blue Happy Hour is 4 o'clock our time on the 17th. And there's going to be some live entertainment and music. And for those of you who've been to the live Gen Blue, it's always a fun time. So check out the link when I send it to you. Great education in there, as well as some fun. So speaking of fun and celebrations, we sent out the information that the Broadmoor event will be May the 8th. That's Mother's Day weekend, May the 8th, 2021. We would not miss an opportunity to celebrate all of the amazing successes that everyone has had this year. So we've pushed it, hopefully to create a better opportunity to celebrate. So mark your calendars for May the 8th, 2021 at the Broadmoor. More information coming on that. And then the other thing I wanted to touch on was the GRA referral rewards opportunity that we have right now. I know that Tim Bennett has visited several of your sales meetings, and your managers have been talking about it, but you now have the opportunity to collect referral rewards on referring a great loan officer to GRA. And the way you do that is super simple. Go on to CV My Desk, click on referral rewards, refer a mortgage person, and then just fill out the form and Tim will follow up. It's really a great opportunity there. I'm going to be sending out a video featuring yours truly. It's funny, but it talks about the opportunity for referral rewards, both on the mortgage side, as well as referring great agents to Coldwell Banker. So stay tuned for that. All right, Chris, that's my update on events. Back to you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'm seeing like we've got agents making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 making a pitch to bring their best loan originators to the company. So I love seeing our agents make money from that, because they should. There's a great relationship. So bravo, job well done. Okay, so let's talk a bit about where we're going, and to do that appropriately, we should start with where we've been. And I think many of you on this call know, have been with us for a number of years. We have been a company of innovation for the last couple of decades. So whether that was our development of CB123 into listing rewards, into listing concierge now nationally, whether it be our AVP marketing programs, which became the Clients for Life program, again, nationally, whether it be our commission plans that we've pioneered here, and now Freedom is across the entire country and every NRT company in the country. We've been a group that together we look at problems and we solve for those problems. And I think that this opportunity of COVID is really interesting, right? Because it has been incredibly catastrophic for a lot of people. It's been incredibly difficult, and it's been hard to socialize. It's been hard to figure out how we're going to live our lives. And at that same time, I think many of us on the call we look at times that are difficult, and we try and figure out what can we do with that? Where's the opportunity? Where's the silver lining inside of that? And so Tammy came to me in April and said, listen, what can we do to become like this totally badass agent company? Like, what can we do to just like do it all, like lay it out there for our agents? And so we kind of dug into a deeper hole than the hole that's even like was existed through COVID, and really started getting and thinking of some ideas. We brought our leadership team in, we brought a lot of our administrative team in. We really started working on what could we do that would be bold, brazen, and different? What would be courageous? And then along that line, we got some ideas. We vetted it out with some of you on this call right now. And then we went to my boss, Greg Macris, and said, listen, Greg, we really want you just to give us allow us a leap of faith. Like, let us try this out. And he was very supportive in that because of the past history that we have created together. So that really brings about this idea of what can we do that's different? How do we make sure that we don't compromise our underlying commitment to everyone, which is what can we be doing every day to help each one of you live a more exceptional life, and what does that mean to you? But then also looking at what is it that we can do without jeopardizing our incredible culture that we have created as a company, because our culture really defines us. I mean, really, we have developed an unbelievable culture of support and encouragement and reward and celebration. And so taking those two as truths we don't want to jeopardize. And then we decided we need to look at three different things. And those three things that we need to look at was, how do we support our agents administratively? Like, what is our process around that? And that's been a myriad of things, going way back to our initial SSAs, OAs, coordinators we used to have in the offices. That was all developed and designed to help support the administrative side of the business. And then the other piece of the puzzle we want to solve for is, what should an office look like? What should an office feel like? What's an office for? How do we use an office? Because that's our second highest cost as a company. So let's make sure we're thoughtful about it, because I'd rather take money from areas that aren't as valuable and move them to areas that are as valuable. And we know clearly offices are really important, like having a physical space. For many of us on this call, we need to be able to go somewhere and be able to do that work. And then the third thing we wanted to look at was, is there a new way that we could transform our agent support in the branch, in the field, to an entirely different level? And what would that look like? What would it require? How do we solve for that? So I want you all on this call to know these are the three things that we've been working feverishly behind the scenes to solve for during arguably one of the most challenging times in the industry. But I'll tell you, the team that's been put together to do this, which is a combination of all of our field staff and our branch leadership and senior leadership, has been, it proves the comment true. If you got to get something done, give it to a busy person, because I tell you, you just find the priority to make it happen. So with that said, with that kind of as an intro, I wanted, Tammy, if you'd be kind enough to kind of walk us through that first step, if you will, that first phase, which is really looking at that backroom administrative support, and what are we doing with that?
Sure. So on the processing of deals, our remote administrative specialist, or our RAS team, they have done an absolute amazing job processing the deals, getting CDAs to all of you, making sure that you're getting paid on time. It was a bumpy road in July. We had a lot of things going on. August, I will say, was much better, but the team has really come together. Thank you. I know that you're on the call, so thank you all so much. We can't do that kind of business without all of you behind the scenes. So a huge shout out to our RAS team. We've done a couple things. We've made sure that they have their dual monitors at home. Headsets are on the way, so they'll be answering your calls and office calls on their computer. We want to make sure that their work environment at home is the best it can absolutely be. So they're working comfortably. They've been extremely efficient. Again, thank you all so much on the RAS team. The other part of that was, excuse me a second, I've lost. Oh, there you are. Okay. The other part of that was our onboarding ambassadors, Sarah and Alma. They have brought on 90 new agents to our company in the last, I know and you shook your head, Chris. I know it's absolutely incredible. And the experience they're creating for our agents joining Coldwell Banker, whether they're new or experienced, has been nothing short of amazing blue glove service. So that piece is going really well. And then I want to talk a little bit about the office environment. Some of the offices, we're moving out front desks. 4 of our offices are going to be going through a remodel. Very first one's going to be Denver Central. So I see some Denver Central agents. A big shout out to Denver Central. I know that everyone has packed up, and construction is going to start very shortly. So that will be our first office for a total remodel. We have 3 more following. Don't have any time frames on that. And then we're looking at creating that family room environment that Chris is talking about in other offices, taking out front desk, creating more of a family room, more collaborative. Of course, we have to be mindful of social distancing. That's my COVID hat I need to wear, but we're working on that as well. So some really exciting things about how we can better use our office space moving forward, not just now, but into the future, to a place where agents can come and collaborate and bring clients in, of course, for more of that community feel that I know we're all missing. It's like I want to stop and say hi to every single face I see on here. So again, sure. Thank you. Thank you for being on the call today. Okay, Chris, you want to talk about agent support moving forward?
Yep, that sounds great. And let me just make sure we dispel one myth that's been going around. I've been hearing it when it comes to space. We understand the value and importance of having quality office space. We are not getting rid of our offices. That is not true. In fact, we're doubling down on our offices. We're making sure that they are more meaningful, more relevant, more functional than they ever have been before. If you enjoy office space right now through CB Select, meaning you have dedicated office, like a private desk in a shared office, or a cubicle. And the cubicle is the one wild card, obviously, because of social distancing. But we intend to support that into the years to come and create even more options in that area. But we are looking to take the existing remaining space and make it more functional, make it more collaborative, make it more user-friendly for us, more enjoyable to be in. So stay tuned on that. It's a massive investment that we have got approved and we are moving forward with and we're excited about. But now let's talk about what I think probably is the most relevant thing to everyone on this call, and that is, what is our intention to support agents moving forward? And I think the best way to sort of lay that out, sort of begin that conversation, is to realize that we have a lot of very powerful tools and systems in our company. But that said, how do we help all of you on this call use those tools in a way that would make you more productive, if you want to? And remember, this is all totally optional. But what we've done, I want you to think of it, I think the best way to think of it is this. Imagine, if you will, that we're taking a highly trained MC, like a Lindsay or a Joey, and we're adding on top of their knowledge skill about all of our systems and programs, the process of a top third-party coaching company built into that same person. So someone that can actually, and again, this is purely optional if you want this, but someone who can actually look at your business plan, review that with you, determine what areas of opportunity you might have, and then be able to showcase the tools that we have at no charge in many cases to leverage your business, and then to be able to be there and support you as you move through your career and utilizing those things and helping you stay accountable if you want to stay accountable, or stay aware if you want to stay aware. Again, it's completely optional. And it's not like a package. It isn't like where you have to sign up and go, okay, I want to do this and I get everything. No, you could be someone who has maybe not been using clients for life, and you should really get a handle on your sphere. You don't want some big program. You don't want to be coached. You just want information. You can go to your success coach. Don't let the word or the title or the name confuse you. You can go to your office's success coach and say, hey, walk me through this part of the program. I just want to learn, and then I never want to talk to you again. Like, that's okay. It's really a la carte, or it's a full service package. It's completely free of charge. It's there as a resource just to help you become more effective in your business. And quite frankly, it's to help you spend less money. but get more value. That's the idea behind it. There are things that we do, there are programs that we have that aren't being utilized, that don't cost any money, that can help shape your business and move the needle. So we're really excited about this, but it's a big hill to climb, as you can imagine, meaning we've got to make sure we've got all of our people up to speed to provide that important level of service to each one of you. So we have hired a director, supervisor for that team. We have 9, or I should say 10 of our 13 identified and in the process of being hired. Let me give you a quick background on these people as a kind of generalization. The people we're getting that are applying for the job of success coach are incredible. Some of them know systems and programs intimately well, like I've never seen before. Others come from the real estate sales experience. Others come from leadership in real estate experience. Others come from being in the industry and being successful as an agent. I mean, it's like just a great combination of really talented people. So we're thrilled about that. But we don't expect them to know everything at the beginning. So we're beginning a very comprehensive training program on the 14th of September. They're going to go through, the entire group will go through all of our systems, all of our programs, so that they are as knowledgeable as people like a Lindsay or like a Joey. They have to have that level of knowledge. And then we have contracted with a nationally recognized third-party real estate coaching company. And that coaching company will be then training all of our success coaches in a common, in a uniform coaching curriculum to give them the skills that they need to be the very best business partners for each one of you. Now, this won't take away at all from our managers. Our managers are vitally important to us. Obviously, they lead the offices, they set the culture, they set the pace. They're also very involved in being able to coach and leverage our top performers in the business. But just know that our managers and our success coaches will be operating hand in hand. We'll have a success coach in every single one of our offices, and the only exception being that Evergreen and Conifer will share a success coach. But we're really excited about this. This is a massive commitment in resources to be able to deploy this, to be able to train this. But the more we talk about it, the more we go down this path, the more we talk to agents, many of you on this call that I see right now on the screen, the more I realize I think this is going to be a game changer. This will give each one of you that in the field, in your office resource to be able to redesign and recreate your business the way you want it to be at zero cost to you. So with that said, Tammy, I think now would be a great time to open it up for Q&A unless you want to cover something else in the meantime.
No, I think Q&A is great. I just want to shout out to LaDawn. What a cute kitty that I keep seeing go across the screen. What an adorable baby. It's just so nice to see all of you. But yeah, let's open it up for Q&A, and I will hop in the chat.
Let's try and do chat, and then if we get you in chat and you want to just hop off the mic or hop off the mute and talk to us, go right ahead. I see Brian McDonald has a quick question on open house. So Tammy, I'm gonna let you take that away because it's your wheelhouse.
Okay, so I need to know current open house rules, please. So those haven't changed from the original open house rules. We need to make sure we're wiping down any high touch areas, that there are no more than 10 people in the home at any given time. Ideally, they want windows open to create circulation, and there should be a one-way in and a one-way out of the house. Doesn't always, there's not always that opportunity, but ideally that's what they'd like to see. Also, everyone needs to be in masks. There are signs. I'm happy to send those out again. There's signs to post at an open house that, you know, is what we're all used to seeing now. You know, if you're not feeling well, if you have a fever, if you've traveled, I'm happy to send those signs out again for open houses, but I haven't gotten any update on any changes there.
Thank you, Tammy. I see a couple quick, let's hit some of the quick questions that we can fast. Janie Stoddard, how are you? Thank you for being on the call today. Really, there you are, Janie. Janie has a question from our Devonshire office. Some of our Devonshire agents have what are called dedicated personal assistants in their business model. And you are correct, Janie. We will not make any changes at all in the services we are providing currently and the way we're doing that. So rest assured, we're here to support you. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. I see another quick question from Shirley. Tammy, how many agents do we have today?
We are just a touch over 1,300 agents. 1,312, I believe, to be exact.
1312, that is a fantastic number. Let's see, Mike. Oh, Mike, you asked, I meant to mention that at the very beginning, so my apologies. The question has to do with our name change in Colorado and our sign change in Colorado. So as some of you know, the Real Estate Commission is very specific about it, giving us a 30-day window to do a complete name change. So we placed the orders for all of our building signs. Once we get the dates back as to when those will be delivered, we're going to take the first one. We're going to use that as our 30-day countdown. In the meantime, we are organizing yard signs. Todd's working on that. We'll have more communication to you shortly. But I would expect that we'll begin this in about probably 30 to 60 days. We'll begin the process. We will race very quickly to get it all done. It'll put it right probably in November, December, quite frankly, the very best part of the year to do this. And we'll kick off the first day of the year under the branding Coldwell Banker Realty across not just Colorado, but all the company-owned stores across Colorado. And then we will still, I'll hit the Devonshire question right now. We are going to still be referring to our Devonshire office as the Devonshire office in marketing materials as well. So we should be in good shape there, as we do with the DTC office or the Boulder office. But Devonshire does a little more of the branding with their office name, and we want to make sure we maintain that.
The kitty's name is Elvis, and Elvis left the room because it's not Zoom yoga, so I guess.
Come on, Tammy, we can do a little. How about a little Zoom?
I can do fish yoga. That's all I could offer is
go.
fish yoga. But anyway, okay. Let's see. Oh, and thank you, Dave D'Elena. No using the potties either at an open house. Let's see.
Oh, we need some more questions. It's just too good to see all of you. Don't leave yet. Donna Bird, it's great to see you. Oh my gosh. Deborah, good to see you in Boulder. Thank you for being with us today. Carla, good to see you.
Oh, business cards, Dave. If you need business cards, you can go ahead and order those now. I wouldn't wait. And you can order them with a new logo. It's just going to be residential brokerage until we officially change our name to Realty. They're out there, but we can't use them yet. This is the Real Estate Commission is driving this because, like Chris mentioned, they give us 30 days to change everything in our world when we change our name. So that's the trick there. Super excited to see you, Jessica Sutton. We'll get some more detail, Rick, on the sign exchange. Todd's working on that.
I think I just saw Katie Moken. Katie, welcome to Coldwell Banker. I just saw your friend Tommy Spalding. He said to say hello. You have a public hello now. Welcome to the team.
And Brian Anser, who has been my immediate connection to all things COVID, says, direct from the director of Marsha Waters coming up later this month. Always good to hear the questions and answers from Marsha. And he put a link in the chat. So thank you so much, Brian.
I see, are we limited to 10 people in the offices still? So the limit is 10 people to congregate. So for example, you might have more than 10 people in your office. You might have 5 or 6 in private offices at one given time. You might have 6 or 7 in a training room. The key would be places like training rooms or large conference rooms that cannot exceed 10 people. So we want to make sure we're staying sharp on that. We also, out of just common courtesy and state orders, we do want to make sure that if you're walking around the office, that you have your mask on. If you're in a private office, in an office with the door closed, obviously take your mask off, it's fine. And if you're well away from anyone else in an office, not walking around the office, but you're at a cubicle, for example, and no one's around you, take your mask off, that's fine. It's just got to be able to come back on if somebody happens to approach you. Oh, Katie says, hi, Katie again. Katie says, when will we be able to use the success coaches? Great. I didn't mention that and I apologize. So our intention was to begin the training on the 14th of September. We'll be through all of the training, the systems, program training, and the coaching training on or about the 7th or 8th of October. So by then we will hopefully be deploying success coaches into each one of the offices. Let's just say that second week of October, and they will be fully trained and ready to roll.
So Brandon, you can find the new logo, I believe, on BrandServe. You can also find it on Desk.
Janie has a question here about when will we be bringing back staff, like assistants, for example, in Devonshire, back in the Devonshire office. And they can come back now. We've got timelines on each one of them to determine when they feel comfortable and safe. But for those in office positions like our managers, they're back in the office right now as well. So you'll see more and more of that happening really quickly because, you know, quite frankly, we feel like we've got a safe environment put together. We've been thoughtful about how to set that up. Brandon, great to see you. Thank you for your comment. Is there access to the new logo and new name for us to get new card? Okay, I think we got that covered already. Okay. Anybody, if you want to pop off mute, I'd love to hear a voice. Oh my God, I'd love to hear a voice. I want to hear
Besides
one of your
mine,
voices.
you want to hear a voice?
No, I love your voice too. Don't get me wrong.
It's okay, I don't take it personal. I totally
Okay,
understand.
listen, thank you for being a part of today. It's been, we're hitting 1:32 in the afternoon. I know how busy you are, but I also know how important it is that all of us are able to sing from the same sheet of music, to be able to know what's going on. I think it's probably no surprise to any of you on this call. We are deploying massive amounts of capital right now for everything from our new staffing model to our office space kind of redos, if you will, to each part of this business. We are incredibly bullish on what we see in the future. We know there's going to be dips, ups and downs, but we're super committed to Colorado. We're super committed to each one of you. We're going to be pioneering a few things that the rest of the country are watching. This whole success coach thing is being watched by Ryan Gorman, being watched by Schneider, being watched by Tim Foley. I mean, you name it. They all want to see if this thing really works and how it works. So we'll be looking to all of you for feedback. Please know this. We don't have a roadmap. We are making the roadmap as we go. It's part of being innovative. It's part of working in the world of innovation. In some ways, we're like a startup company right now with the resources of the largest real estate company in America. It's like the best of all worlds. But please know, we're going to stub our toe. Like, we're going to make mistakes along the way, but we're going to be nimble. We're going to be quick to make adjustments, make changes as we need to, because ultimately, both Tammy and I and our entire leadership team knows that if we can't help you, each one of you, sell more real estate, if we can't help you do it at a higher, better level than anyone else in the marketplace, then there is no future. I mean, that is the charge we are facing, and we are committed to making happen. So I just want to make sure you know that. We want to check in probably another 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now. Expect another town hall. Expect it to be very similar, really more of a conversation, just to be able to make sure that we all know, you all know what we're doing and what we're striving for. But again, we couldn't do it without you. So thank each one of you for the hard work that you're putting forth, the way you're doing the business, the care, being careful of yourself and your clients and customers. All of that is really important, and we're incredibly proud of each one of you. So keep up the great work. We're behind you.
Thanks,
Absolutely. Would anyone want to unmute themselves? Just a couple shout outs. I see Mama Bird. Hi, Mama Bird. Hello, Lisa Hagney. Good to see you all.
Hey, Tammy.
I got a hi.
Oh my God, sounded like music to my ears.
No.
Bye, Janie. Thank you.
Guys.
See you all. Great to see you all.
Great to see you guys.
Great to see you
Have an
too.
amazing
Bye.
day.
Keep up the great work.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate
Bye,
you all.
Elton.
Bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
Hey, Rick
Bye.
Rumpton.
Hi, Jan.
Bye,
Bye.
Lori.
Hi, everybody.
See
Bye-bye.
ya. Thanks,
Bye,
Brian.
Lori.
Oh, our friends are going away. It's so
Bye,
sad.
Bye.
So sad. Don't make me go back in my cave.
Bye.
Hi, Shirley Wilcoxon. It's awfully good to see you. And Rick Rumpton, it's great to see you. Lori Delaney, what's cooking?
Lots, actually. Have 2 closings tomorrow.
Woo! So proud of you. Keep up the great work.
There's Danny Burlock.
Amy Shelton's in the house. I can't believe it. Right on.
You.
Hi, Jancel and friends. Say hi to Jerry for us.
Hi, Chris
Jamie
and Tammy.
Larson.
Hi.
Jamie Larson, we should be able to see those
Hi,
big
how are you?
numbers. Oh, hi, Jerry.
If Gifford wasn't so shy, I'd have him say hello.
When did he get? When did he
When
get?
did he
shot?
get shy?
Hi, Chris and Tammy. How are you guys doing?
Oh, I want to see you. Turn your camera on. Turn your camera on. Come on. Flip the camera switch on. Give us a glimmer. Just a glimmer.
I'm not in my proper attire.
Hey,
Yoga pants again, Giff. Come
I got my
on.
new mask ready to show off.
Oh my gosh. He's
Hi,
got his
Donna Bird.
workouts on without his tie today.
Oh.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
Thank
Great
you.
to see you.
Take
Have a
care.
great
See
day.
you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you, Mike.